Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
All right, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson! Now there is the highest player of them all.
Yeah, higher than the Greek.
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time he was sick, and he wouldn't take penicillin on account he had bet 10 C's that his temperature will go to 104.
Did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Well, maybe you could borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Oh, now with Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money, it's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing I can figure out a bet in which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake! Look, run into Mindy's and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just find out. Now beat it, here comes Adelaide. If she hears that I'm running the crap game, she will never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan dear.
Adelaide Fitchin.
Okay, girl. You go ahead and get me tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. We gotta get back to the hot dog.
You're still rehearsing?
Yeah, the slave driver Charlie has been working us all day. So I finally said to Charlie, look, I gotta go out and get something to eat. I'm starving. And he says, you don't want to go out and get something to eat. You just want to go out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what'd you say to him?
I told him. I said I can meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. Well, how's your cold?
Oh, it's the same. Nathan. Happy anniversary!
A present! For me?
I hope you like it.
Bells!
See the kind?
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side. I didn't. Sorry.
No. It's all right, Nathan. I kind of like him to get to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days I'll be in the money, and soon you'll have more mate than a mate.
Nathan, I can do without anything just as long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crab game! What an absurd thought.
Nathan, 1,200 cheesecake, 1,500 strudel, huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
All strudel and cheesecake, that's great!
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey. Hey, any news yet? Not yet, Harry, I'll let you know. Okay, Detroit.
What's that all about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why do you give you?
He's nervous, it's his first wife. Look, honey. I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why'd you take Adelaide to the drugstore? You see, honey, you got a cold, and it's across the street, and there's a lot of open manholes around.
Nathan, you're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you will promote you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. The wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, helpful climate. And I beat him for 50 G's of blackjack.
50 G's? Going to be in town, Mom?
Now I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's a lot of action down there. You want to come with me?
And I got things to do. Meanwhile, how about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
Suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
We all gotta go sometime.
Why, Nathan, we can fight. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember that as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we can go in the Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
Nah, I think I'll get the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy's has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Well, wait, and yet there are some people who like Mindy's strudel. And which do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, suppose if everybody's like I am, some more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always took a percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
When
When I was a young man about to make my way out into the world, my daddy says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me this: "Son," the old guy says, "I am sorry I'm not able to bankroll you a very large start, but not having any potatoes to give you, I will now state you in some very valuable advice. Now, one of these days in your travels, a man is going to come to you with a deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this man is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of that deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you'll wind up with an ear full of cider." Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that?
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same $1,000 you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
Not bad. Blue. What a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hi, Sky.
Good. How's it with you, fella?
Not bad.
Nicely. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore and she says to remember to pick her up at the hot box after the show. And don't be late.
Yes, dear.
Yes,
I mean,
dear.
yes.
Now that's husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have the type of doll that is most difficult to unload.
Well, I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll. Well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I am not putting a rap on dolls. I just think that a guy should have one around if he wants one, and they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figure and length of age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I like to travel light, but I suppose if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there's plenty of assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll. Can I name them? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You gotta bet.
I named her.
Dad, I got cider in my ear.
What's wrong? What's the trouble?
I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, and I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha! Coffee! Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been trying to get the courage up to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never have become a gambler in the first place had I not fallen with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
You're a young man.
Thank you. Makes me feel good just to talk to you, Pete.
Oh, you go right on talking to Sister Sarah. I'm so glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm trying to find sinners like you. I'm out every day trying with Sarah.
Well, why don't you try the nighttime?
Well, how's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best place to find sinners is between midnight and dawn.
Oh, I've very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Mr. Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee's so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Nice lady. I suppose she sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are two of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They'll bring you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure. Sister Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like you, out sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Well, that's a little far, but there are plenty of wonderful places just hours from here by plane. Have you ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Of course, I will be needing a lot of personal help from you. You see, my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
Well, I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
It's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are two things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Look, in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I am a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. Look, why don't you let me help you? You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, the mission's laying an egg. Look, I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee to fill this mission with 12 genuine sinners. And I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. Pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Look, the plane gets us there in 5 hours and back in the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that as beautiful as a sergeant may be, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you let me help you? You see, why don't you change your pitch? You know, come one and all to the mission. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I am glad to know that it's just me personally and not all guys in general.